Hello everyone, my name is Annu from BSc Chemistry Honors final year. Today's my topic is carbohydrates. Introduction. One of the most important classes of biomolecule is carbohydrate. These include compounds like sugar, starch, glycogen, cellulose, dextrins and germs. Although they are widely distributed both in animal and plant kingdom, yet they are obtained mainly from plants. They are formed in plants by a process known as photosynthesis and make up about 70% of solid plant material. For example, like XCO2 plus YH2O in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll formed CXH2OY and release oxygen gas. Carbohydrates play a vital role in our daily life. They provide us with three basic necessities of life, means food in the form of starch, clothing, cotton, linen and rayon are essentially cellulose, and shelter, wood in making houses and furniture is almost cellulose. Classical definition. The name carbohydrate, meaning hydrate of carbons, was originally given to a class of compounds containing only carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. The hydrogen and oxygen being present in the same ratio as in water. These compounds could therefore be represented by the general formula CXH2OY. Limitation of all definition. The above definition could not survive long due to following reasons. A number of compounds such as ramenose and deoxyribose are known, which are carbohydrate by their chemical behavior but cannot be represented as hydrates of carbon. There are other substances like formaldehyde and acetic acid which do not behave like carbohydrates but can be represented by the general formula CXH2OY. Carbon is not known to form hydrates. Modern definition. Carbohydrates are defined as polyhydroxyaldehydes or polyhydroxyketones or substances which give these on hydrolysis and contain at least one chiral carbon atom. It may be noted there that aldehyde and ketonic group in carbohydrates are not present as such but usually exist in combination with one of the hydroxyl group of the molecule in the form of hemiacetates and hemiketals respectively. Classification of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are also known as saccharides. These are classified into the following three classes depending upon their behavior toward hydrolysis. First, monosaccharides. These are simplest carbohydrate which can't be hydrolyzed to smaller molecules. Their general formula is CH2ON, where N is equal to 3 to 8. Second, oligosaccharides. These are carbohydrates which on hydrolysis give 2 to 10 molecules of monosaccharides. Depending upon the number of monosaccharide molecule actually obtained upon hydrolysis, they are further classified as di, tri, tetrasaccharide, etc. For example, first, disaccharides, carbohydrate which upon hydrolysis give two molecules of the same or different monosaccharides are called disaccharides. For example, sucrose, maltose, lactose, etc. Their general formula is C12H22O11. Second, trisaccharides, carbohydrates which on hydrolysis give three molecules of the same or different monosaccharides are called trisaccharides. For example, raffinose upon hydrolysis gives one molecule each of glucose, fructose and galactose. Their general formula is C18H32O16. Third is tetrasaccharides, carbohydrate which upon hydrolysis give four molecules of the same or different monosaccharides are called tetrasaccharides. For example, stacrose upon hydrolysis gives one molecule each of glucose and fructose and two molecules of galactose. Their general formula is C24H42O21. Third is polysaccharides, carbohydrates which upon hydrolysis give a large number of monosaccharides molecule are called polysaccharides. The most commonly occurring polysaccharides are starch, cellulose and glycogen. Their general formula is C6H10O5N, where N belongs to 100 to 3000. Sugars and non-sugars. Carbohydrates are further classified as sugars and non-sugars. All the monosaccharides and oligosaccharides are crystalline solid, soluble in water and sweet in taste. These are collectively called sugars. The polysaccharides, on the other hand, are amorphous solid, insoluble in water and tasteless, and thus are called non-sugars. Reducing and non-reducing sugars or carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are also classified as reducing and non-reducing sugars. All those carbohydrates which contain aldehyde or ketonic group in the hemiacetal or hemiketal form and reduce Tollern reagent or Fehling solution are called reducing carbohydrates. Or sugar, while other which do not reduce these reagents are called non-reducing carbohydrates or sugars. All monosaccharide, whether aldoses or ketoses, are reducing sugars. Disaccharides such as sucrose, in which the two monosaccharides units are linked through their reducing centers, means aldehydic or ketonic groups, are non-reducing, while other in which these groups are in hemiacetal or hemiketal form are reducing sugars. However, all polysaccharides like starch, cellulose, glycogen, dextrins, etc. are non-reducing carbohydrates. Let us now briefly discuss each one of these classes of carbohydrates. Classification of monosaccharides. As stated above, monosaccharides are the simplest carbohydrate which cannot be hydrolyzed to smaller molecules. They contain 3 to 7 carbon atoms. There are about 20 monosaccharides which occur in nature. These are of two types. First one is aldoses. Monosaccharides containing an aldehyde group are called aldoses, since the aldehyde group in monovalent. Therefore, it is always present at one end of carbon chain, means at C1. Second one will be ketones. Monosaccharides containing a keto group are called ketoses. Since the ketone group is divalent, it can be present anywhere along the carbon chain. However, in all the natural occurring ketoses, keto group is always present at a carbon atom next to the terminal carbon, means at C2. Aldoses and ketoses are further classified as trioses, tetroses, pentoses, hexoses, heptoses, etc. according as they contain 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, etc. carbon atoms respectively. The classification of monosaccharide is summarized in table 1.1. Nomenclature. Monosaccharides are better known by their common names, which in most cases end in suffixes "-os". For example, ribose, glucose, fructose, etc. Thus, IUPAC names of monosaccharides are seldom used. For example, the simplest aldose containing 3 carbon atoms, means CH2OH, CHOH, CHO, is generally known by its common name glyceraldehyde and seldom by its IUPAC name 2,3-dihydroxypropanol. Similarly, the simplest ketone CH2OH, COCH2OH, is better known by its common name dihydroxyacetone and seldom by its IUPAC name 1,3-dihydroxypropanone. However, monosaccharides containing more than 4 chiral carbons, means aldoheptose, aldooctose, etc. are named by IUPAC system by using 2 or more prefixes derived from the lower sugars. Thus, 1 chiral carbon glycero, 2 erythro, 3 thrio, 3 ribo, arabino, xylo, lixo, 4 alto, altro, gluco, mano, gulo, ido, glesto, tallow. The IUPAC name of sugar is then obtained by giving the prefix denoting 4 chiral carbon which occur adjacent to carbon first and carbon second, preceded by another prefix denoting the next group of chiral carbons. For example, in IUPAC system, ketoses are named by mean of suffixes ulose, preceded by a prefix indicating the total number of carbon atom in the chain. The position of the keto group is usually indicated by a number. For example, fructose is 2-hexulose. The configuration of a ketose is indicated by a prefix derived from the configuration of the chiral carbon atom in a corresponding aldose. For example, D-fructose is D-arabinohexulose and D-sorbose is called D-xylohexulose. Deoxysugars. Sugar in which one or more hydroxy groups are replaced by hydrogen atoms are called deoxysugars. In the common system, deoxysugars are named by adding the prefix deoxy along with the number of carbon atoms group from which the hydroxyl group has been replaced by the hydrogen to the common name of the aldose or the ketose. For example, 2-deoxy-D-erythropentose, 6-deoxy-L-menohexose. In IUPAC system, deoxysugars are named by adding two prefixes to the name of the aldose ketose containing the total number of carbon atoms in the chain. The name begins with the prefix deoxy along with its locant followed by configurational prefix representing the system of chiral carbon atom as shown above. Since most of the earlier work on the monosaccharides was carried out with hexose means glucose, an aldohexose and fructose, a ketohexose, therefore we will start our study of monosaccharide with these two representative compounds. It may however be added here that what is true about glucose is also true about other aldohexose and what is true about fructose is also true about other ketoses. Glucose is most widely distributed monosaccharides. It occurs free in large quantities in ripe grapes and that is why it is called grape sugar. It also occurs in honey and most of the other sweet fruits. It is also present in human blood about 0 to 1%. In combined state, it occurs in glycosides, disaccharides and polysaccharides. Preparation of D-glucose. First, laboratory preparation. In the laboratory, glucose is prepared by hydrolysis of sucrose or cane sugar. Sucrose plus water in the presence of H positive formed glucose plus fructose. Second will be manufacture. Sucrose is hydrolyzed by heating with dilute HCl or H2SO4 in 90% alcohol. When a mixture of glucose and fructose is obtained, glucose being almost insoluble in alcohol separates out on cooling while fructose remaining in the solution. On a commercial scale, glucose is prepared by a hydrolysis of starch with hot dilute mineral acids. The chief source of starch are rice, maize and potatoes. C6H10O5N plus NH2O H positive and C6H12O6. After hydrolysis, the reaction mixture is neutralized with chalk and filtered. The filtrate is decolorized with animal charcoal and concentrated under reduced pressure when glucose crystallized out. Physical properties of D-glucose. Glucose is a crystalline white solid with melting point 419 Kelvin. It is highly soluble in water but sparingly soluble in alcohol and insoluble in ether. It is optically active and is dextrorotatory and hence the name dextrose. It is about 3/4 as sweet as sucrose. Chemical properties of D plus glucose. D plus glucose is a typical monosaccharide. It gives the reactions of both aldehyde and alcoholic groups. In order to discuss these reactions, glucose may be simply represented as an open chain pentahydroxyaldehyde as shown below. Some important reaction of glucose are discussed below. First is reaction of the aldehyde group. Glucose gives the usual reaction of aldehyde. However, it does not respond to Schiff base test and also doesn't form addition compound with a saturated solution of sodium bisulfite. Reaction with hydrogen cyanide. Glucose form a cyanohydrin with hydrogen cyanide. CH2OH, CHOOH, 4CHO plus HCN formed CH2OH, CHOOH, 4 CHOHCN. Reaction with hydroxylamine. With hydroxylamine, glucose give glucose oxime. CH2OH, CHOH, 4 CHO plus NH2OH formed CH2OH, CHOHCH double bond NOH plus H2O. Reaction with phenylhydrazine. Glucose reaction with 1 mole of phenylhydrazine to form glucose phenylhydrazone. CH2OH, CHOH, 4 CHO plus H2NNHC6H5 formed CH2OH, CHOH, 4 CH double bond NNHC6H5 plus H2O. Osazone formation. However, if excess of phenylhydrazine is used, the reaction proceeds further to yield a crystalline product called osazone, which contains 2 phenylhydrazine residue per molecule of glucose, while the third molecule of the reagent is converted into aniline and the ammonia. It may be pointed out here that osazone formation is not only a characteristic reaction of reducing carbohydrate but is also given by all alpha hydroxyaldehydes and alpha hydroxyketones. In general, further, during osazone formation, the stereochemistry about C2-chiral carbon of an aldose is destroyed without affecting the configuration of the rest of the molecule. Flacker's mechanism. Fischer's mechanism. Emil Fischer, who first prepared osazone, explained the mechanism of its formation as follows. The first mole reacts in a usual manner expected of an aldehyde. The second mole oxidizes the secondary alcoholic group to the ketonic group, and the third mole reacts with the keto group, thus generated to form the osazone as shown below. Limitations of Fischer mechanism. The above mechanism, however, suffers from the following defects. It does not explain why phenylhydrazine, which is a strong reducing agent, acts as an oxidizing agent in the second step of the above mechanism. It does not explain why only the first 2 carbon atoms are involved in the osazone formation, means why do the remaining hydroxyl groups not get oxidized and react further with phenylhydrazine. Modern mechanism. To overcome these objections, Weygand proposed an alternative mechanism involved Amadori rearrangement. The phenylhydrazone first formed undergo tautomerism to form a H-bonded 6-membered intermediate. This intermediate subsequently loses a molecule of aniline to form an immunoketone. The immunoketone then reacts further with 2 molecules of C6H5NH2, one at the C double bond O group and other at the C double bond NH to give the final osazone. This mechanism is supported by the observation that when phenylhydrazone prepared from 15N labeled phenylhydrazine C6H5NH2 is treated with ordinary phenylhydrazine, unlabeled osazone is formed with the elimination of labeled ammonia. This mechanism also does not explain why the reaction stops after the addition of 2 phenylhydrazine residue. This has, however, been explained on the basis that osazone is stabilized by chelation as shown below, and hence the further reaction stops. This explanation is supported by the observation that unsymmetrically distributed hydrazine like alpha-methyl phenylhydrazine, which cannot yield osazone capable of chelation, react further with aldose forming alkazones, in which the osazone formation proceeds along the whole carbon chain of the sugar. It may be noted that osazone formation is a general reaction of all monosaccharide and alpha hydroxyaldehyde and alpha hydroxyketones. An important point about osazone formation is that during its formation, configuration at C1 and C2 is destroyed. Evidently, any diastereomeric monosaccharide which differ from glucose only in the configuration at C2 should give the same osazone. For example, D plus mannose which differ from D plus glucose only in the configuration at C2 gives the same osazone. In general, any pair of epimer which differ in configuration at C2 give the same osazone. Osazones are well-defined bright yellow crystalline solid having definite shapes. Therefore, osazones are used for identification of monosaccharides and reducing disaccharides. Fourth, reduction. Glucose is radially reduced catalytically or by sodium mercury amalgam and water to form hexahydric alcohol called glucitol and sorbitol. However, and reduction with the Hi in the presence of red phosphorus at 373 Kelvin, it gives a mixture of N-hexane and 2-iodohexane. Fifth will be oxidation. Mild oxidizing agents such as bromine water oxidize glucose to a monocarboxylic acid called gluconic acid. Strong oxidizing agents such as nitric acid, however, oxidize glucose to a dicarboxylic acid called glucocartic acid and saccharic acid, the second carboxylic acid group being formed by the oxidation of the first alcoholic group. Sixth, reducing nature. Due to ease with which CHO group in glucose is oxidized to COOH, glucose act as reducing agent and thus reduces Tollern reagent ammonical silver nitrate solution, Fehling solution, alkaline CuSO4 solution containing rosalic salt, and Benedict solution B. Reaction of hydroxyl groups. Seventh, acetylation. Glucose react with acetic anhydride to form glucose pentacetate. Eighth will be formation of glucosides. Glucose react with methanol in presence of dry HCl gas to form to mixture of alpha and beta methyl glucosides. Ninth, formation of glucosates. When treated with slacked lime CaOH2, glucose forms soluble calcium glucate. Other reactions. Action of acid. Dilute acid have no effect. However, if glucose or any carbohydrate is heated with concentrated hydrochloric acid, it gives 5-hydroxymethyl furfural, which is further converted by hot hydrochloric acid to levulinic acid. The 5-hydroxymethyl furfural formed above gives violet coloration when treated with alpha-naphthalene. This reaction therefore forms the basis of Mollis's test for carbohydrate. 11th, action of alkalis. Lober-de Bruyn Van de Akestijn rearrangement. When glucose is treated with a concentrated solution of an alkali, it first turns yellow, then brown, and finally a brown resinous mass is obtained. However, when treated with a dilute solution of an alkali, it forms an equilibrium mixture of glucose, fructose, and mannose. The reaction is called Lober-de Bruyn Van Akestijn rearrangement. It involves the formation of 1,2-enediol as an transient intermediate in which the chirality of C2 is destroyed due to the formation of carbon-carbon double bond. This unstable intermediate then changes into a mixture of 3 monosaccharides as shown below. The same equilibrium mixture is obtained even if one started with D plus mannose or D minus fructose. It probably because of this isomerization that fructose reduces Tollern reagent and Fehling solution, even though it does not contain an CHO group. 12th will be fermentation. The enzyme gymase present in yeast radially brings about the fermentation of glucose to ethyl alcohol. Open chain structure of D plus glucose. Open chain structure. The open chain structure of glucose follow from the following discussion. First, molecular formula. The molecular formula of glucose as determined from the analytical data and the molecular weight determination is C6H12O6. Presence of aldehyde group. Glucose react with first HCN to form a cyanohydrin, secondly with hydroxylamine to form an enzyme, third with equimolar amount of phenylhydrazine to form a phenylhydrazone. All these reactions suggest the presence of carbonyl group in glucose. On mild oxidation with bromine water, glucose give gluconic acid, an acid containing the number of carbon atom as glucose. This reaction suggests that the carbonyl group present in the glucose must be an aldehyde group. Third, presence of 5 hydroxyl groups. When treated with acetyl chloride or acetic anhydride, glucose form a pentaacetate. Thus, glucose contain 5 hydroxyl groups. Further, since glucose does not lose water radially, each hydroxyl group must be present on a different carbon. The presence of 5 hydroxyl groups and 1 aldehyde group in glucose is further confirmed by the fact that glucose on reduction with sodium amalgam and water give sorbitol, which form a hexaacetate on treatment with the acetic anhydride. Fourth will be presence of 1 primary alcoholic group. Glucose on oxidation with nitric acid give glucoric acid, a dicarboxylic acid containing the same number of carbon atom as glucose. One of the carboxyl group in gluceric acid must have been produced by the oxidation of the aldehyde group, and the other must have been obtained by the oxidation of a primary alcoholic group. Thus, one of the 5 hydroxyl group present in the glucose must be a primary alcoholic group. Fifth, presence of straight chain of carbon atom. Glucose on reduction with Hi and red phosphorus at 373 Kelvin give a mixture of N-hexane and 2-iodohexane. This indicates that 6 carbon atom in glucose are rearranged in a straight chain. This is further confirmed by the fact that glucose cyanohydrin on hydrolysis and subsequent reduction with Hi and red phosphorus give 1 heptanic acid. From the above discussion, it follows that glucose contain 1 aldehyde group, 5 hydroxyl group out of which 1 is primary, and a straight chain of 6 carbon atom. Further, since the aldehyde group is monovalent, it must be present at the end of chain. Keeping in view these facts and the tetravalency of carbon, the following open chain structure was proposed for glucose: CH2OH, CHOH, 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 CHO. The above structure of glucose is confirmed by its oxidation with HiO4, which consumes 5 moles of HiO4 and produce 1 mole of formaldehyde and 5 moles of formic acid as shown below. Configuration of D plus glucose. The open chain structure of glucose contains 4 chiral atoms, therefore it should exist in 2 raised to power 4 is equal to 16 optically active stereoisomeric forms. All these 16 stereoisomers are known and exist as 8 pair of enantiomers, 8 belonging to D series and 8 to the L series. These in fact correspond to D and L form of allose, maltose, glucose, mannose, glucose, idose, galactose and talose. Out of these 16 stereoisomers, one is D plus glucose and other is its enantiomer L minus glucose. The rest 14 being diastereomers of D plus glucose. However, there would be no mesoforms since the 2 ends of molecules are dissimilar. The absolute configuration of D plus glucose was established by Emil Fischer in 1891, who was awarded the Nobel Prize in 1902 for this work. The detail of this procedure is, however, discussed in section 2.10. Under experimental proof for absolute configuration of aldose, the cross formula for D plus glucose and L minus glucose are given below. D plus fructose, levulose or fruit sugar C6H12O6. D minus fructose is the most important of all the ketones. It forms free along with glucose in the form of invert sugar in honey and in sweet fruits, and hence the name fruit sugar. In the combined form, it is present in disaccharides and polysaccharides. Preparation of D minus fructose. D minus fructose is prepared in the laboratory by the hydrolysis of cane sugar or sucrose with dilute sulfuric acid C12H22O11 plus H2O in the presence of dilute H2SO4 formed C6H12O6 plus C6H12O6 glucose and fructose. When the hydrolysis is complete, the acidic solution is neutralized with BaCO3 and the precipitated BaSO4 is removed by filtration. The filtrate is treated with slacked lime when calcium fructosate being less soluble gets precipitated while calcium glucosate remain in solution. Calcium fructosate is separated by filtration, suspended in water and decomposed by passing CO2 through the suspension when CaCO3 gets precipitated while fructose remain in the solution. Calcium carbonate is filtered off and the filtrate is concentrated to get crystals of fructose. On a commercial scale, D minus fructose is precipitated by hydrolysis of inulin, a polysaccharide present in the Dohyla tubers and the Jerusalem artichokes with dilute sulfuric acid. The excess acid is neutralized with BaOH2 when BaSO4 gets precipitated and is filtered off. The filtrate is concentrated by evaporation under reduced pressure of get crystals of fructose. Physical properties of D minus fructose. Fructose is a colorless crystalline solid with melting point 375 Kelvin. It is sweetest of all the sugars. It is more soluble in water and alcohols than glucose. It is optically active and laboratory and hence that name levulose. Chemical properties of D minus fructose. Fructose is one of the most important ketohexose and has the following open chain structure. It contains one ketonic group, two primary and three secondary alcoholic group. As such, it gives reaction of both alcohols and ketones. Some of its important reactions are discussed below. A. Reaction of ketonic group. First will be reaction with hydrogen cyanide. It reacts with hydrogen cyanide to form fructose cyanohydrine. Second will be reaction with hydroxylamine. Fructose reacts with hydroxylamine to form fructose oxime. Third will be action with phenylhydrazine. When treated with an equimolar amount of phenylhydrazine, fructose form a phenylhydrazone. Osazone formation. While excess of phenylhydrazine, fructose forms an osazone which is identical with that formed from glucose. Fischer mechanism. According to E. Fischer, osazone formation occurs by the following mechanism. Modern mechanism. The Fischer mechanism is not acceptable since phenylhydrazine, which is a strong reducing agent, has been shown to act as an oxidizing agent in the second step of the above mechanism. Weygand gave a more satisfactory alternate mechanism in which the initially formed phenylhydrazone undergo Aniadori rearrangement as shown below. Fourth will be reduction. Fructose on reduction with sodium amalgam and water or crystallical gives a mixture of two stereoisomers, hexahydric alcohols, sorbitol and mannitol. Reduction with hydrodic acid in the presence of red phosphorus at 373 Kelvin give a mixture of N-hexane and 2-iodohexane. Fifth is oxidation. It is not oxidized by mild oxidizing agent like bromine water. Strong oxidizing agent like concentrated HNO3 oxidize fructose to give a mixture of three acids each containing lesser amount of carbon atoms. Seventh, reducing nature. Fructose unlike Sixth is reducing nature. Fructose, unlike simple ketones, reduces Fehling solution and Tollern reagent. This is due to the reason that under alkaline medium of these reagents, first fructose undergo a Lowry-de Bruyn vein Achenstein rearrangement to form an equilibrium mixture of glucose, fructose, and mannose. Glucose and mannose thus produced bring about the reduction of these reagents. Reaction of the hydroxyl groups. Seventh is acetylation. When treated with acetic anhydride, it forms fructose pentacetate. Eighth is action with methyl alcohol, formation of methyl fructosides. It reacts with methyl glucose in the presence of dry hydrogen chloride to form a mixture of two isomeric alpha and beta methyl fructosides. Ninth is formation of fructosates. When treated with slacked lime, fructose forms insoluble calcium fructosate. C. Other reactions. 10th is action with acid. When heated with concentrated HCl, fructose forms levulinic acid. 11th is action with alkalis. On warming with dilute alkalis, fructose like glucose undergo Lowry-de Bruyn vein Achenstein rearrangement to give an equilibrium mixture of glucose, fructose, and mannose. 12th is fermentation. Like glucose, fructose also undergoes fermentation by the enzyme zymase present in yeast to form ethyl alcohol. Open chain structure of D- fructose. First is molecular formula. Molecular formula of fructose as determined from elemental analysis and molecular weight determination is C6H12O6. Second is presence of ketonic group. A. Fructose reacts with hydrogen cyanide to form a cyanohydrine with hydroxylamine to form an oxime with equimolar amount of phenylhydrazine to form a phenylhydrazone. All these reactions suggest that fructose containing a carbonyl group. B. Fructose on oxidation with nitric acid give a mixture of trihydroxyglutaric acid, tartaric acid, and the glycolic acid, each of which contain a lesser number of carbon atoms than fructose. This suggests that the carbonyl group present in the fructose is a ketonic group. C. The presence of ketonic group in fructose is further confirmed by the fact that fructose is not oxidized by bromine water. Third, presence of 5 hydroxyl groups. Fructose react with acetic acid anhydride to form fructose pentacetate. This shows the presence of 5 hydroxyl groups in fructose. C6H7O OH5 plus 5CH3CO2O formed C6H7O COCH3 plus 5CH3COOH. Further, since fructose does not lose water easily, each hydroxyl group must be present on a different carbon atom. Fourth is presence of a straight chain of 6 carbon atoms. Fructose on reduction with hydrochloric acid and red phosphorus at 373 Kelvin give a mixture of N-hexane and 2-iodohexane. This indicates that 6 carbon atoms are in straight chain. Position of ketonic group. Fructose cyanohydrine on hydrolysis give a hexahydroxy acid which upon reduction with HI and red phosphorus at 373 Kelvin yields 2-methylhexanic and these reactions suggest that the 6 carbon atoms in the fructose are present in straight chain and the ketonic group is present at the position second. In the light of the above facts and keeping in view the tetracovalency of carbon, the following open chain structure can be written for D- fructose. Configuration of D- fructose. The open chain structure of fructose contain 3 chiral atoms marked by asterisks. Therefore, the number of stereoisomers possible is 2 raised to power 3 is equal to 8. The naturally occurring D minus fructose is one of these 8 stereoisomers. Its configuration was based upon the fact that fructose forms the same osazone as glucose. Since osazone formation involves only C1 and C2 carbon atoms, none of which is chiral in fructose. Therefore, the configuration at C3, C4 and C5 in both glucose and fructose must be same. The configuration of fructose is shown in structure second. So thank you. This is all about carbohydrates. Thank you.